Hi everyone, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. So we've been having a very exciting year, and I was in fact going to say the last quarter, and starting with October, where we have a very unusual occurrence. We have three lunations that are there. We have a new moon. We had a first new moon that was there on the 1st of October, and that was there in Aries. And on the 16th, we have the super moon that is there in Libra. And then we're closing up the month on the 31st, where we have what we call as a blue moon. So we have two basic themes that are running in October, and which really have to do around the super moon that is there on the 16th. There is theme one, which is of the Capricornian planets. We have Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto, and they're all about control. They're about law and order. They're about regulations. They're about money, but also they're about deconstruction of the old order. And they're being squared by the planets that are there in Aries, and Mars that is there already retrograde in Aries, which is a ruling planet of Aries. And then we have Eris, the goddess of destruction and chaos, and we also have the Black Lilith, which is there in Aries. Now all of them are at a very challenging point towards the Capricornian planets, and it's forming a very tensed square that is there. And now the planets in the Aries are demanding for freedom, for independence, for rebellion, and Aries being a very pioneering, Mars being a very pioneering energy. It does not require any permission, it does not require to check in. And because it's in a square, it's running up against all those constraints that the Capricornian planets, the Saturnian planets, tend to sort of bring about with it. Now this aspect is extremely very interesting, because if you look at the current the global situation that is there, whether we look at pandemic, whether we look at the unrest, the political unrest that is being caused with the economies that are falling down, whether we look at people that are losing jobs, or there's violence that is happening, because Aries also is, it's all about heat. It's a fire sign. It tends to bring about a lot of violence. It tends to bring about a lot of rage, a lot of unrest with all the injustices that are being done. And on the other side, we have another theme, which is there between an opposition that is happening between Mercury and Uranus. And this is very different as well than the regular oppositions that happen, because this time we have Mercury that is transiting in Scorpio, and from September end to almost entire October, we have Mercury that is there in Scorpio. And what it is doing is that it's making it dig deeper. So all the secrets, everything that needs to get dug out from underneath is being brought to the forth for everyone to view. Now the interesting part also is that Mercury is going retrograde on the 13th of October and carries on being so till about 5th of November. And we have the super moon, which is around on the 16th, and then again on the 31st we have the blue moon. So this aspect is happening very close to the super moon as well. So there can be some very earth events that we can expect. There can be some maybe earthquakes. We've already had the Californian wildfire, which was absolutely devastating. That was there. There's so many animals, the entire nature that got destroyed because of it. And now with the similar, also I would like to mention that this is also since in the last 15 years that Mars is closest to the Earth, and it is causing that entire more of whether They are volcanoes, or they are earthquakes, or any of the earth events. They can be tsunamis, anything that can be expected on the on the earth level, so to speak. In the society level, we can expect a lot of political drama, a lot of political upheavals. And because Mercury is there in Scorpio, we can expect some secrets, some scandalous secrets to come out. Something which can be, it can really make your head spin and think that, oh my God, this has been hidden from us. And how is it that we were not aware of something so huge that was kept away from us? And the entire month, we're going to be seeing disclosures, and they could be, that our sense of reality completely gets shaken by this. I mean, we are absolutely expecting the stock market to get really volatile. So the supermoon in Libra, while Libra is all about fairness, about justice, about equality, and about freedom, it's also about new beginnings. We also have Mercury, which is sitting in Scorpio, and also it is transiting and it is pushing along with Uranus, wherein that the Uranus is the awakener. He's the shaker of the truth. He's not going to settle with anything except the truth. So while Libra is looking for the peace and the harmony and the justice, Mercury is in Scorpio. It is digging, and it's digging desperately so that the truth really comes out over there. And we have the Capricornian planets that are in complete conjunct with Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. And Jupiter is expanding. So whether it is political control, government control, whether there are atrocities, everything, unfortunately, on this time that Jupiter touches, it's going to expand. And along with it, we have Aries, that is their Mars, that is their retrograde. And we have Eris, the goddess of chaos and destruction, that is not going to be standing up for any social injustices. So we can expect a lot of rebellion, a lot of people coming together, standing up together, asking for justice, not standing up, not taking any injustices, whether they can be against women, against children, against animal, against nature. And because it's transiting in the earth sign Capricorn. So my tip for you would be that even though there is a pandemic, and I'm not dismissing the seriousness of what is happening around us, whether it's loss of jobs, whether people are not well, or there is some sickness, or there is something that is happening in your life which could be really challenging for you. The idea with the super moon, or rather I would say the opportunity with the super moon, is the super moon is giving you a window to set up your intentions. It's asking you to be on a higher frequency, on a frequency of love, on a frequency of forgiveness, of joy, of just finding happiness in small things. Go for a walk, be in awe of the nature that is around you, be in awe of the family that supports you, be in awe of the job that you have, or you may not have the job and you just have the time maybe to be able to spend time with your family, do gardening, take care of your family members, spend that time, play with your children, write something, learn something. And if none of these, I mean, there's so many online courses these days, honestly. I mean, some of them are free as well. You really don't have to be paying an arm and a leg to be equipping yourself more. But use this entire Libra supermoon to manifest your intentions, or set your intentions. Sow the seed right now, plant a seed about something that you may want to manifest for the next full moon, which could be there in the next 6 months. So a great time to be being joyful, putting an intention that irrespective of what my condition is, I am going to be joyful, irrespective of how the situation around me, I am going to be grateful. I'm going to be grateful for this wonderful place that I live in. I'm grateful for the food that is there on my plate every day. I'm grateful for the support that I have of my family, of my parents. I'm grateful for my friends who take my call, and they just listen to me rant. So all of the intentions, they need to get planted now. And we have the entire October is extremely intense. So for rather than getting bogged down, use the retrograde Mars energy to sort of bring out the hero in you, bring out that strength in you, and choose to operate on a higher frequency. Don't get and again, I keep saying this, that I am not dismissing the seriousness of what's happening around us, the heartbreak, the devastation that is going on around us. But we have a choice to be able to stay and operate from a higher physics. And this is not woo-woo, this is quantum physics. It's energy. It is what you give out is going to come back to you. And that's how we also react with people. I mean, at times people are, just not, they don't send out some good messages to us, or the good vibes, so to speak. And even though they don't say anything with the words, but you just are not very happy being around them. So it's a time for you to be operating on a higher frequency, where all you see is joy, where all you accept is with gratitude. And anything that you may want, that you may desire for yourself in the future, put that, plant a seed for that intention right now. We shouldn't forget also that in all this chaos that October is bringing about, the political and the social unrest and the injustices and the violence and the economic downfall, we also have Pluto, that is he's the planet of deconstruction of the old. So for anything new to come, the old has to give way. The old way, the old habits, you have to change. And this is bringing about a change in the way that we think, the way that we view. The world is going through a drastic change. And, the old way of operating is not going to hold for long. So the way that you view women, the way that you view children, the way that you view your work, the way that you view your parents, the way that you have perspective about your gifts, about the society where you live in, the community where you live in, everything is going to go and is going under in fact we're in the middle of it, a drastic shift. So embrace the change, be the change, ensure that you're on a higher frequency of lot of love, lot of joy, lot of in awe of the nature that surrounds you. Just keep saying wonderful things, create that positive energy for you. Stay away from gossip, stay away from, if some people make you unhappy or with their unnecessary gossip and negativity, stay away from them and just bring about a lot of positivity. Create that positivity for you. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.